Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to our newest game on the channel. This game is called Hollow Knight. We've played games before that what I mean to say is I've uploaded videos of games that I have played before recording them. And this is one of those games. I have played Hollow Knight before, and it is one of, if not my favorite video game of all time. You guys will see what I mean when we get into it, but just for some insight, Hollow Knight is a Metroidvania type game. It's super fun. You can see Team Cherry's little emblem there in the bottom right. They made this game and they paid so close attention to the details, the world building. Yeah, everything about it is just so well done, well executed, and it's one of my favorite games. So wanted to, even though I have played it before, wanted to have a playthrough that's uploaded on the channel just to bring some audience to the game and hopefully introduce some new people to it. Before we get going, I will say, I do know a lot about this game, and as I play through it, I'll speak to a lot of things, and I'll show a lot of hidden areas or secrets as I play. But if you are watching and you have any interest in playing this game yourself, I highly recommend you to do so. You can always come back and watch my videos later, but I highly recommend playing through this game, trying it out, learning the controls, getting good at the game, and experiencing it for the first time on your own before learning more about the story and what's actually going on. And you'll kind of get a feel for, what's happening as you watch. But yeah. Please go play Hollow Knight. If you haven't experienced it yet, please go do so before watching. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. You'll see I've already got some saves here, but we are going to start a brand new one down here at the bottom. Guys, sit back, relax. This is Hollow Knight. In wilds beyond they speak your name with reverence and regret, for none could tame our savage souls, yet you the challenge met. Under palest watch you taught, we change, based instincts were redeemed, a world you gave to bug and beast as they had never dreamed. This is an excerpt from Elegy for Hollow Nest by Monomon the Teacher. All right, here we go. So this is our little character here, commonly known as the Ghost. Started off a little cryptic with those opening cinematics. I'll leave the details of those a mystery for now. As I mentioned, I'll be accessing some secret areas, so if you don't want to see them, we're getting started right away. Turn away now. It's not a big spoiler, but if we come this way, there's just a little bit of cash we can get. So we collect this, these little circle things here called Geo. That's the currency in the game. We just might as well grab it before we continue on. So you can see on our back, sticking out right there, we have a sword. You can see me swinging it here. That's called our nail, is what it's called. And yeah, we just got some little bugs here that we're just taking them out. Getting started. So we kind of wandered back into Hallow Nest. As you can see from the cinematics there. All right, we got a tablet here. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you among us. Focus your soul and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. All right, so in the top left, you can see we've got our Geo, and then we've also got 5 masks and one big circle. The big circle is how much soul we collect. So you can see when I'm hitting the enemies, we're gathering that soul. And that is what we use to heal. One more little secret area is right here. There's a little bit of money in here. It's not super essential, but we may as well grab it. May as well get it while we're here. And now you can see that my big circle in the top left is full. So we have full soul. And yeah. So not really a secret, just kind of another little thing. I actually don't know what these are called. But we got this little blue nest here. We hit this and these little guys pop out. And if we kill them, they give us extra life, extra masks. So again, not super needed, but might as well grab it. All right, one little thing here. I'm just going to collect some more money, but secret time. If you haven't noticed, we're going through a lot. So eventually I'll stop giving you a forewarning and I'm just going to do them. But yeah, again, if you're new to the game, go experience it for yourself. So this collapses here, but if we come over to the left, we can get access to this little stack of cash there. There are a couple more secret things in this area, and we'll go get one of them right now. So one of the technical components of this game is called pogoing. So you can see I'm swinging my sword left and right here, but if I look up, I can also swing the sword up. Similarly, if I jump and look down, I can swing the nail in a downward motion. And you saw there, we've got these spikes here, but if I use my nail to slash against the spikes, you can actually jump through. That's called pogoing. All right, we've seen this before. It's the same message. And then we got this little chest here. And we'll get our first charm. So this charm is called Fury of the Fallen. And when we get to a bench, I'll show you guys what that looks like. And we can talk about it more there. Unfortunate thing is we do have to work through this area again. But since we've already come through here, there's no more enemies. That's not a big deal. It is Dark Souls style, where once you go through and defeat the enemies, if you rest, then the enemies will respawn. Not including bosses, but all other enemies will respawn. All right, we got something new here. So hold on, let me just double check and see if we missed something. Okay, yeah. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Beyond this point, you enter the land of King and Creator. Step across this threshold and obey our laws. Bear witness to the last and only civilization, the eternal kingdom, Hallownest. Cool. We gotta break through this door here, and we are good to go. The last and only civilization, Hallownest. No fall damage in this game, so don't worry too much about it. All right, we've come to Dirtmouth, the fading town. We got a little fella here. We got a bench here. And he seems like he wants to talk to us, so let's talk. All right, this is the Elder Bug. Oh, you came back. You walked straight past me. I thought maybe I'd faded away along with this town. The other residents, they've all disappeared, headed down that well, one by one, into the caverns below. Used to be there was a great kingdom beneath our town. It's long fell to ruin, yet it still draws folks to its depths. Wealth, glory, enlightenment. That darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you too seek your dreams down there. Well, watch out. It's a sickly air that fills the place. Creatures turn mad and travelers are robbed of their memories. Perhaps dreams aren't such great things after all. Many used to come, hoping the kingdom would fulfill their desires, Hallownest, as it was once called. Supposedly the great kingdom, the greatest kingdom there ever was, full of treasures and secrets. Now it's nothing more than a poisonous tomb full of monsters and madness. Everything fades eventually, I suppose. Feeling tired? That bench may be iron, but I assure you it's quite comfortable. There's no better place to collect your thoughts before heading below. Plus, I enjoy the company. Not that you seem the talkative sort. Alright, so we got through all that dialogue there. That's the Elder Bug here in Dirtmouth. And we got something here. For all your mapping supplies, we will be opening soon. How do you say her name? Isilda, I think, and Cornifer. All right, so we get a map later on. Let's take a seat at this bench here. And we'll be able to go through the charms. So we didn't lose any health in that opening area, but if you sit at a bench, you gain your health back, and then also the enemies respawn, like I mentioned earlier. So we got this charm here. Fury of the Fallen embodies the fury and heroism that comes upon those who are about to die. When close to death, the bearer's strength will increase. Cool. So when we got that charm on, if we get down to 1 health, I believe, you'll see the screen will kind of turn red and we get stronger. So here's the well that the Elder Bug was talking about. Let's just take a look over here real quick. And we got a stone door with a simple lock. Okay, so we'll need a key for that. And let's go down the well. The Elder Bug made it seem unsavory, but let's check it out. All right, so we're in the Forgotten Crossroads. And yeah, you can see we've got some bugs around. Let's just go this way. Okay, so I'm showing you this just to get started. This is the Temple of the Black Egg. So this is a late game item area. But we may as well come and check it out first and meet this guy here, Quarrel. Hello there, how delightful to meet another traveler on these forgotten roads. You're a short one, but you've got a strong look about you. I'm Quarrel. I have something of an obsession with uncharted places. This ancient kingdom holds many fascinating mysteries, and one of the most intriguing is them standing right before us. A great stone egg lying in the corpse of an ancient kingdom, and this egg, is it warm? It certainly gives off a unique air. Can it be opened? There are strange marks all over it. I do so love a mystery. And who knows what other marvels lie even deeper below us. For so long I felt drawn here, so many tales full of wonders and horrors, no longer could I resist. I just had to see it for myself. And what a time did I choose to arrive. This dead world has sprung to life. The creatures are riled up and the earth rumbles. The air is thick. I wonder what could have brought it all about. To preserve this ruin, that old nail alone won't be enough, though that's no problem. One only has to look around. Plenty here have come before us, and most have met their grisly end, many more equipped than you and I. I'm sure they wouldn't mind were a fellow explorer to relieve them of their tools. It's a kindness, really. The dead shouldn't be burdened with such things. Did you pass that town above? What a gloomy little place, and such majesty hidden right beneath. I suppose that's why they're all headed down here. Who would resist such possibilities? Who could, rather? Truly a marvel. Alright, so that there is Quirrell in the Temple of the Black Egg. So he's saying that, you know, obviously there's something intriguing about this. Can we get in there? Can we open it? And also, it seems like the kingdom of Hallownest has been quiet for a long time and is just now starting to stir for some reason. So these other bugs out here, unfortunately, there is no dialogue. They just try to attack. They're less savory than Quirrell and Elderbug. Right now, I'm just kind of working through this area. All right. In this room, we've got a bit of a tough guy. But if you know how to fight him, he's not all that tough. Quirrell also mentioned that we will find certain strengths on the dead warriors down here. And he said to go ahead and relieve them of their strength. So right now, we are very, this is what I meant to do. We're very weak, as I'm sure you can imagine. So we've got Old Nail. It's the traditional weapon of Hallownest. Its blade is blunt with age and wear. So not very strong, but there are ways to upgrade that. And then similarly, you can see here, there's a lot of charm options that will improve us. All right, so this guy's guarding this little guy in a jar, and we can let him out. And yeah, that's basically it. He's free to go. Not really sure what else to do there. If you find this gameplay jarring, it's probably just because you haven't played this game before. I will get us a map here in just a second, but I'm just kind of exploring, you know, areas of note to get us started. And I know there's a character here that we want to meet. Oh, bury my mother, pale and slight, bury my father, with his eyes shut tight, bury my sisters 2 by 2, and then when you're done, let's bury me too. So this is Mila. She's singing a little tune. Did you know that one? It's one of my favorites. We can sing something else if you'd like. You start singing and I'll join in. I bet you have a beautiful singing voice. So what are you down here for? If you came to get wealthy, just look around you. These mines are still bursting with riches. There's plenty for everyone. Just grab a pick and join in. Oh, bury the night with her broken nail. Bury the priest something about a crown. I can't remember the rest of that one. Maybe I'll just hum it. Alright, so we got Mila there, digging away. Again, I'm just comfortable with the map, and I kind of know the areas pretty well. When I actually pick up a map, I'll show you and everything will start making a little more sense. But if I'm moving through the areas a little too fast, that's why. All right, so we've come into here. There's no door. And then this is a little shaky ground, but no way for us to get through it just yet. So we'll have to come back. All right, let's continue on. We came from up here. But let's check out this area first before we go back. We got a couple things. Also, don't worry if you're watching me and seeing me, you know, kill these bugs, you know, with making it look easy. It just comes with practice. You just gotta play the game. It took me a long time to get good at this game, so don't worry about, you know, if you're just starting to play and you're having a tough time. That's just how it goes. All right, so here we've got a little area that we cannot reach, and there's a lever right below us that seemingly opens those doors, so we'll have to come back for that as well. Before we go fully back the way we came, let's head this way. You can see there I took a hit, so now we're missing one of our 5 masks in the top left. So if we hold B, that'll use that soul so we can get that mask back. All right, so here you can see we've got another one of those green guys in the jar up there. Now, there is a way we can get to it. And there's a way we can do it easily, and there's a way that is more difficult. So right now, if I were to try to jump, we unfortunately cannot make it. But if you remember, I told you about pogoing before, so if you jump and look down, you can slash downwards. And that works for those spikes that we encountered, but it also works for enemies. So if we grab this guy and pull him over here, then we'll be able to pogo off of him, and it gives us a little boost, meaning we can reach this platform. Lots of little creative things like that in this game where you just kind of got to think outside the box. And it's also, yeah, it's just, you know, learning how the game operates and what you have at your disposal. Right now we've got nothing at our disposal, but we will have a lot soon as we play through. All right, just wanting to connect the dots for you here. So there's that big room there, and then if I just come this way, this is actually the well that we fell down earlier. So we did one real big circle. All right, let's come back this direction now, and we'll head back to that room, but we'll get a couple of things along the way. I'll showcase this for you as well. If we come up into this room, we'll find something very interesting. So you can see our little friends in the jars have come into here, into this room here. And then there's this one here in the middle. And you can see he threw out some money twice, and that's because we collected 2 of his children there. However, you can also tell there's a lot more to go. So those guys are all over the place. And as we collect them, he will give us some rewards when we do. All right, so let's go down. We'll work our way down this way. All right, we got something here. Let's check it out. All right, so this is the Pilgrim's Way. Travelers of Hallownest descend through verdant wilds and fungal groves to the city at this kingdom's heart. There all wishes shall be granted, all truths revealed. Cool. All right, so we got this guy here. And unfortunately, we have no way of dealing with him, as when we get close, you can see he just bundles up. So again, I'll have to come back. All right, so we know we can't go that way. Let's continue on down. And there is a little path here, so we'll take it. And now we hear one of my favorite sounds in the whole game. You'll remember earlier when we were at the town at the very top, Dirtmouth, we saw the map maker named Cornifer. And here he is. Hello there. Come down and explore these beautiful old ruins. Come down to explore these beautiful old ruins? Don't mind me. I have a fondness for exploring myself. Getting lost and finding your way again is a pleasure like no other. We're exquisitely lucky, you and I. I'm a cartographer by trade, and I'm working on mapping this area right now. Would you like to buy a copy of my work so far? And of course we would. So we've got to give him a little bit of geo, and we get a map. A map can be a useful thing, but it alone won't show you where you are. If you've not the head for directions, I suggest purchasing a compass from my wife, Iselda. She's just now opening our new map shop in Dirtmouth, selling all sorts of useful things to wanderers like yourself. She'll even sell some of my old maps from time to time. I pop back and see her whenever I finish mapping an area. She's always so excited to see me. Oh, by the way, I haven't introduced myself, have I? Yes, I should apologize for that. When you spend a lot of time by yourself, with just your own thoughts, you forget the niceties of conversation. My name is Cornifer, and I've always loved exploring the world. Why, when I was first hatched, I wandered off immediately, leaving my brothers and sisters and poor mother behind. That's why as soon as I could, I moved to Dirtmouth with my wife, a huge, unending kingdom to explore right on our doorstep. Who could resist? Anyway, I'll let you return to your travels. With little luck, we'll meet again. Be safe and farewell. Alright, so we got Cornifer there, and we bought a map from him. So if we open the map, we can see this is what it looks like. So we got Dirtmouth up there. And if we come down and go to the right, you can see the Temple of the Black Egg. And we went down in that area a little bit, but got stuck because we couldn't unlock that lever. If we go from Dirtmouth and go down and go to the left, that's that big room. I showed you where the grubs are at the top left. And then you can see, going down that shaft, you can see the face of Cornifer there. Now, the map is a bit confusing at first because there's no marker showing where we are, but I'll collect something soon that will allow us to see, and it'll make a little more sense. All right, if we come into this room, we've got a new enemy here, and as you can see, we are unable to hit them. However, we can still get through. So let's do so. Another new enemy. And this one actually spawns more. So you gotta watch out for that. And we've got some acid down here that we definitely do not want to fall into. All right, just a grub in there. and we'll continue on. Now I can access this geo up here again just by pogoing on top of that. I don't know what those are called. Big centipede guy. A lot of this stuff will make more sense as we play, I promise. You just kind of gotta get your feet wet first. And I'm trying to do my best to showcase, you know, certain aspects of the game while also keeping a couple things a mystery that we'll uncover as we go. For example, there is something up there that I will show in just a second. So this is like it's not quite a boss, it's just a little small encounter. And you can see that it locks us in here with these two little aspids, but they're not a big deal. All right, before we continue on, I'll show you a little secret up here. So this is actually a breakable wall. We can come through here. And I went through pretty quickly, but there's just this little ledge here where we can come into this room. Now there's a bench here that we can rest at. And also this is called a hot spring. So if you're low on health or low on soul, you can come rest in here and it'll fill you up. And now that we've rested at the bench, oh wait, sorry, we gotta get some more stuff first. All right, let's keep going. We'll go check out this left side first. All right, so we got to jump there. We can't make, but I know there's some geo down here, so we may as well grab it. Geo is really useful in this game, but it's also not the end all be all, so don't worry too much about it. All right, keep going. All right, so something's making a noise up there, and you can kind of get a glimpse of it. However, we're unable to go up there just yet. So again, this game is all just about finding things, making a little note, and then continuing on if you can't get to it yet. May as well grab this while we're here. All right, this room is a little interesting because we can go two different ways. But let's start by going up. And if we come in here, there's this little secret guy. You can grab that. And then I don't think there's anything. Oh yeah, so there is some geo up there. We can't quite reach it. We could if we go back, but it's not super worth it, so we'll leave it. All right. So let's go up here. We've got a little sign here. Let's check that out. All right, so here's another sign of the same shape. So we'll go in here. We got a bench. And what is this? A toll machine with the symbol of a stag. Insert geo. So it costs 50 geo. We'll say yes. Aha, so we get this little bell. And if we hit it, we get the stag. Greetings, little one. It's been an age since I heard the ringing of a station bell. It echoed down the stagways and called me to you. So this is the last stag. I've grown stiff and tired over these many years, and I've forgotten much, but the sound of the bell will always call me back. These stagways stretch the depths of Hallownest. If you want to travel them, hail me from the platform. I'll take you where you need to go. Very cool. So we've got the stag now, stag station, and he will take us to different areas as we unlock them. Now we've already unlocked this area, which is Dirtmouth. So we'll just come up here and check it out. Now you'll remember that all of the doors were closed in Dirtmouth, but if we hit this lever here, we can get this one open. And this will show where we are. Cool. So we still got Elderbug, but now we can see this door is also open. So let's go in here. And this is Iselda. This is Cornifer's wife, who he just talked to us about. Come to buy a map, have you? It's really my husband you should be dealing with, but what a surprise. He's headed down below. He'll pop back up occasionally to deliver new maps for the store, but I do wish he'd spend a little more time up here. I've not much interest in retail myself. Now let's see what's here for me to sell. So we can collect a couple of things from her. Most notably is this quill. So you'll need this if you want to update your map with new areas as you explore. It's essential for anyone serious about mapping. So this really is an essential item. We'll go ahead and grab that. And then I'm also going to pick this up. This is the Wayward Compass. Highly recommended. If you're having trouble finding your way in the maze of ruins below us, try this charm. It will pinpoint your location on your map, incredibly helpful for finding your bearings in unfamiliar locations. So let's pick this up as well. And that will really just help for you guys, especially if this is your first playthrough. And I'll showcase you here. So now that we sit on the bench, we see map updated. And then if we open the map, you can see that we've started, it looks a little different now. So there's this middle section that's not colored in. That's just because we haven't been there yet. But all the other areas are, our little character will mark up the map as we go. Now, if we put on this compass, then we'll see there's a little symbol up there in Dirtmouth that signifies where we are. So that will be really helpful just to learn the map. I don't really need it, but I'll leave it on just for now. I like how this playthrough is turning into a tutorial. I've just played this game so much that I'm just familiar, and I like to teach, so it makes sense. All right. So there, we came from the room below us. But before we go back there to finish exploring, let's come up here and just see what we got. So we got a room there, a room there. Let's just check out what's up here. Aha, look familiar? So earlier we came down to here and we couldn't get past those doors. Now we've got that unlocked. So if I open our map here, you'll see that's where we are. And yeah, how we've maneuvered around in here. Now there's another room here. Let's check this out. Okay, interesting. So in this room, it is a little dark. We'll have to come back, I guess. Also, one little thing I'll point out here. If I just stand still and be quiet for a moment and listen. Okay, you can kind of hear the whining. So there's a breakable wall here and a couple of enemies. However, we've got another little grub. So let's free him and send him back home. All right, let's go this way. Check out this room. Ah, so we got another one of those big guys, but we don't actually have to fight him. I will show off just another little secret here. This wall can be broken, but we can't really go this way just yet. There's a little bit to gather, but as you can see, a lot of spikes, and we can't pogo through that because it's too tight. So we'll have to come back to that later. Just working our way through. Okay. So we've come to a door there. Let's go up. Oops. We got some little guys up here. Aha. So here's our first boss. This guy's called the False Knight. And he shouldn't be too bad for us. Again, we are very weak at the moment. But we already got him down. And there's his face. So his armor, we gotta get him past his armor so we can actually hit him. Now, I will give you a little secret to the False Knight. It's not actually required that you fight him. This is a little breakable wall here, and we could just leave if we wanted. He does drop something that we will need, but we can always come back and get it later. But while we're here, let's just go ahead and get him. Again, I'm making it look easy. That's just because I'm familiar with the game. Don't get worried if you're having a tough time with this boss. It's all about learning. Okay, so he broke the floor there. Let's see if we can finish him off. Cool. Got him. All right, so let's get this city crest. So that's the first boss. There we go. And I know if we come this way, go right up here, it's a little treasure for us as well. You heard that noise there. I thought I had enough time, but it's this little guy. You'll notice that this is the False Knight's mallet that he was using to hit us. It just came off, so that little bug is alive. All right, that's a pretty good stopping point, I think. Let's take a break here. Guys, hopefully you're enjoying this. I'm excited about this game. I absolutely love this game, so it'll be really fun. I'll probably transition out of the tutorial style and just have fun playing, but I know this game can be a lot, especially at the beginning. It's a lot to learn. So yeah, feel free to check it out on your own, but don't get discouraged. Yeah, we'll have some fun with this one moving forward. Guys, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.